Hey everyone, and welcome on back to Building with Whip. Today is episode 95. Last episode, we built up this awesome little naturey grove right here with some palm trees, some acacia trees, some lots of leaves and sugarcane and all that stuff growing around it. And it looks really freaking cool, especially up close. Actually, there's a lot of stuff you can explore while walking through here. You can see all the different types of crops we included. A lot of different little bits of nature hidden around all over the place, and I really like that kind of atmosphere that we're adding to this thing. Also, we came through here and filled in all of this place, added our texture variation, all that good stuff, and our field's looking awesome, and this whole place is really starting to come along together. So, we got to finish this place up though. We got a lot of houses left to build, we got a lot of things left to do, and I'm ready to get some building done. So, we got a lot of houses that we're jumping along right here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and down there 7. We're gonna throw another market stand right in here, and so that'll be like another little mini guy right there. We gotta do a dock right in here, then we gotta do another house right there, another house right there, and another dock right there. It's gonna be nighttime though, so I gotta sleep here in just a second. There's a nice bed over there. But yeah, actually, no, let me go ahead and do that. I want to talk for a sec, so I'll be right back with you guys. Of course, as the loud car's going by, it is back to daytime. But anyways, so what we're going to be starting with is building this house. And what I want to talk to you guys before we start building the house is we can see this general shape of it right here, kind of what we were looking at beforehand, kind of like this. And you can see the really basic, more or less an L shape that we got going on here. And I've realized that that's basically everything we've been doing for the desert houses. We don't really do very many complex house shapes in this series because we're building in survival. We're not really pushing it too much. Like, we're making some cool shapes and things like that, but for the most part they're all standing either L's or T's or straight lines or diagonals or something like that. And I realized I want to start changing that up a little bit. I want to start pushing the limits a little bit more, making things a bit more interesting, and just adding extra definition, and just like I said, just creating more, just so we can have more space in here, more stuff to work with, and just more interesting shapes overall. And I think it'll be really fun, and we can add a lot of bits of detail and things like that into here. So what I was thinking with this guy was we go ahead and just kind of bring this out right here so we can have this little extra bit of space. It's not going to change the shape up a whole lot, but you can see it just adds a little bit more. And we could almost go ahead and, nope, I'm going to leave it right here. I'm not even going to bring it out to that corner. So this is kind of what I want to do with the shape of this guy. So in this video, we're probably going to do a lot of cut type things. Of me being like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do this. The general style is going to be right here. This guy's only going to be one story because I want to build a few houses in here. I feel like we've been doing a lot of just like slow episodes, and I want to do some building. I want to get a good chunk of building done in this episode, so we're going to go ahead and keep working on that stuff. So you can see we got this house. This guy's basically going to be about this height right here. Maybe we'll add a little staircase up to the top through the back right here. That's actually a pretty good idea. So we can go ahead and do something like bam and bam. So you can get up here to the top, and we can have like, I don't know, let's go ahead and bring our sandstone back in and do something like that. So just kind of have our little entrance right up into here, and bam and bam. And then we can go ahead and figure out what we want to do for this. Maybe we go ahead and bring in some oak slabs, and you guys can see the basic shape of this guy coming together, and we can put like a little area on top to get out of the sun, throw some carpets up here, get some nice designs going on, and get a nice little area to sit and look out over the water. I think that'd be pretty cool. So we got that going right there. We can go and do bam, I don't know, like that. Let's do nope, we're gonna go right there, bam, bam, and like that. Let's go ahead and do that. That looks like a good one to me. So you guys can see the general shape right here that we're going with. Let me go ahead and get some detailing things added to this guy, and I'll be back with you because you can see it's pretty small in here. So I'll be back in just a few. Like I said, guys, we're going to be moving pretty freaking quick in this video, and building a lot of different stuff is my goal. So as I'm falling here in the water, I want to show you guys this cool little one-story house we got going. Very organic and kind of rambly design or something right here. So we can go inside right there. It's got a decent amount of space into it. You can build a nice little house in here. We got 2 little windows, I believe. Yeah, I did not put a third one over there. Then you can come up this way. Go right up here into the top. Got a nice little open air spot right here where you can look over the gate, look over everything going around, and you got a nice little cool covered spot right back in here that's just, it's just nice to look out of. I probably should throw some chairs up here, but we only got oak ones on us because we also added in the little dock down here. And per every single whip video ever that involves some sort of a dock, we got to add one of our complimentary canoes. So we're going to go ahead and do this guy right there, that guy right there, and then we need to go ahead and get our trapdoors, and we can do one right there. Then we're going to go ahead and do that, and yep, there we go. Okay, and then we go ahead and do this guy upside down, and we take these both out, and we throw in one of our little guys like that, and we grab our trapdoors and shift click them along this whole side right there, and bring the sides up, and we can go ahead. Nope, we cannot jump up that apparently. Let's go and bam, bam, and bam, and boop, 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 and then we can go ahead and get this block that was anchoring it back to the wall. And you can see we got a nice little canoe right here. Look at that. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, as soon as we have 1.13, we're going to be changing up the design of this canoe and be able to make it a little bit more rounded down here with, say, like some trapdoors right there, and then they would look really nice and stuff. And oh man, I am excited for 1.13 water mechanics. I am so pumped. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm thinking what I want to be doing next, because we got this little spot right there figured out, and it's totally screwed up all the water. And does that fix it? That fixes that bit. So we want to go ahead and get rid of all those, and then the bottom one so the water blocks can form. Cool. So we got this little spot finished up. I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and make the stand here next. I think that'd be a good spot to start with now. Then we can tackle this house maybe today. We'll see. But I want to go ahead and get this house and actually have an entrance up here too. I think it'll be pretty fun to add some extra stuff to it. The shape of these guys are probably going to be changing a lot. We might turn this back area into a little garden right there, actually. That could be kind of fun. But we'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and build this guy up, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. We have the first one finished up. I believe I've shown this to you guys already. We got this nice little stand in here. I decided it's going to be a little bakery stand almost, or something like that. So we built this cool little furnace structure here in the back. Just a little kiln or something where you could bake some bread in. We got some storage off to the side and a little counter that you can sell your bread and your goods from. Thought that was pretty good. We don't have item frames that can be set on the top of this stuff yet, so that is fine. So next house, we're over here. First thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and grab some smooth sandstone, and I think I am gonna go ahead and replace them in here like this, just for the bottom three. Get a little bit extra detail in here. Sorry if Coda's loud in the background playing with the toys. He is a little grumpy right now. We left him home alone for the first day all alone today since started the new job, and he's not very happy. Let's go with that. He'll survive. He'll survive. We had a dog walker come today who forgot to feed him lunch, and he's still a puppy, so he normally gets lunch. So he's a little unhappy about that guy. But yeah, so if he's running around in the background, that would be why. Let's go ahead and get this door in here right like that. I'm thinking that's good. Maybe we go ahead and throw a little bit of a oak fence right there. Get a window. And this guy, do we want to do a cover? No, that looks kind of dumb. We don't want to do a cover in here because this whole area is going to be covered. So what we're going to do from here, though, is we're going to go ahead and bring you all the way across like this, starting that second floor. I guess I haven't really shown you guys the whole plan for this thing yet. So, or have I? I don't remember. But yeah, we're going to have our entrance down here. Then we're going to have a second house actually up here. I broke down the wall a little bit so we could fit a second house in here. I thought it'd be kind of a cool idea to go ahead and add a second level to this guy. I think I mentioned that part before, but I want to go ahead and do it with this guy. So we're going to have the second house at this level right here. And I believe that's going to line up, and it does perfectly. Cool. So that also feeds into the ceiling for the first one, and it looks great. But yeah, so that's kind of the general plan for this guy right here. I am going to go ahead, since Coda's being a little whiny guy, but he's got reasons for it today that I guess are acceptable. I'll give him today to be a little whiny. So I'm going to go ahead, work on this guy a little bit more, and I will be back with you guys once I have something a little bit more cleaned up and ready to go here. I don't know why I start every single clip from walking across this bridge right here, but we're going to do it again. So we got our second guy up here right now. And I went ahead and added some red sandstone. I wanted to get something to make this guy a little bit more diverse. We're going to make the entrance here a little bit annoying to get into, because I wanted to go ahead and bring out a little bit of a banner or something like this. Then we go ahead and grab our white carpet. Was definitely planning on this being a little bit longer. If we brought it out that way, would it look kind of cool? No, because then we need to bring it all the way back there. So we're going to leave it right there. But I just want to get a little bit of color out here. I also did actually go ahead and bring in some banners. And I figured because this is the main pathway going down into the city, we might have some banners on the sides of the houses and things like that, just so you can kind of know. Let's go ahead and actually bring that guy up one more. Yeah, like that. So you can kind of know that this is Papyrus. We got our banner everywhere as you're walking down through here. It's looking pretty cool. So we got this nice little top on it right there. You can come into here and go ahead and jump in this guy. We got a lot of space in here. It's a very high ceiling in this area because I wanted to allow for us to raise this roof up right there to get out into this spot, which is just a nice little area to hang out in here. We could do a covering on here, but I decided against it for now because it just felt kind of weird with the covering on the front, then this lip here, then also covering on the back. I'll go ahead and show you guys the top up here real quick. So the top is just like this. Got some stairs, and then in between them we got raised slabs up, so it adds that little bit of a peephole down below, and then you get this cool little single or quarter of a block being chunked out of there. So that's looking pretty good. And from down below, I like the look of it too. It looks pretty awesome. I haven't actually went ahead and done buttons and things like that on this level here because I just hadn't really got around to it. I figured I'd bring you guys back in. So we're gonna go ahead and just throw them in right there. What I do wanna do is go ahead and make this a little bit more interesting looking by first starting probably doing that guy right there, that guy right there, bring in a little bit of extra depth to that. And let's go ahead and do another one right in here and just kind of like right there. So I did go ahead and bring in some grass, some ferns, some sugar canes, and some string, and I realized we gotta get ourselves a bucket out of here. Let me go ahead and fill this guy's water real quick. I had planned on bringing a lot of like little sugar caney bits into here, and like grass and stuff along the road, but I realized I actually still need to come back in and turn this into like dirt and things like that throughout here because it's still all sand, so I can't quite do that yet. But this is the general look of what we got going on so far. It's looking pretty cool. I like this guy a lot. I think it added a lot of extra detail to this region, especially looking through here now. It actually starts to look like a full-on little village area, little farming region, as we're starting to get a lot of more green and cool stuff going on down here, because like we can start by, I don't know, maybe doing something right there with the fern, and it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and get the dirt and all the texture variation in on this guy, and I'll be back with you. All right, guys, welcome back. So we got a lot more work done in here. As you can see, we got a lot of little details here and there. I ended up changing up the front face of this guy and throwing some stairs just so we could get a little bit of extra detail in there. I don't know, it felt just weird with it being like a full straight line across there, at least for like the viewing channel walking down this road. It just felt a little off to me. But yeah, so I went ahead and threw some grassy spots around, turned this into more of like a nice lush area back in here, and just added stuff all over the place. And I was thinking about coming back here and doing the rest of this spot today, but I don't think we're going to. I kind of want to redo like the shapes of these houses and things like that, make them a little bit more interesting, kind of with what we've been going off with these guys. Got in the general area for it, but I'd like to mix it up some more, so we're gonna hold off with that for now. But yeah, throwing a little bit of grass here and there, just trying to adding in more detail. Let's go ahead and turn that into a path right there. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. We got a lot of work done in today's video. We got this house built, we got this little stand built, and we got this house built right here. Then we got a nice little dock down here. There's one thing I actually want to talk about today for our comment or question of the day. I already did choose that guy out. Let me go ahead and write that up in a book, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, welcome back. I got everything written up. We are good to go. So, comment or question of today is from Rensrabe, I think is how you say their name. It says, just wondering, does Papyrus have a great library? It would be a great addition to the kingdom to have a huge library similar to the ancient library of Alexandria in Egypt, from Rensrabe. So, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that because I've been talking, I think for a while now, about getting a library to store, you know, these whole books right here, because he went on further to describe, I didn't include it in the comment book, but he went on to describe how the Alexandria Great Library thing used to store every single book that was known to man back in the ancient era. Granted, can't really do that in today's world because there's so many books, but the only books we really have in this world are these guys, these little comments or question of the day. So I want to kind of create a place to store those, but I don't know quite where to do it. I think having it here in Papyrus would be cool, seeing as Papyrus is kind of like our paper city. That's what like it was built on, is the sugar cane and all that stuff. So we have a bunch of different locations that we can kind of talk about going forward with and where we're going to do it. Of course, it's going to turn nighttime, but we got this spot right here that we're at right now that would be pretty good. Like right in there, we could do a big old library there, but then that kind of adds to this guy right there. Makes another large structure in that area. So we also have this whole big desert area over in here that we can go ahead and let's call this location 2. So we got location 2 over here. I guess this could be like location 3. So this could be 3. Over on that side could be 2. And then that first place I was talking about could be 1. Because I want to make this city pretty dang big in the end. I wanted to kind of fill up the whole desert biome here with the giant city. Thought that could look kind of cool. So anyways, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that. Some giant library project here in the potentially near future. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to tackle and get these things actually sorted instead of just in a chest in the storage room. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you today. Please let me know what you guys think about the episode, all we got going on here. If you guys have any ideas for how we can mix up the house designs for the rest of this area down here, let me know that down below. Please hit that like button if you guys did enjoy, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.